All right, traders, it is 23rd July 2017. My name is Jameson. We're looking at a daily vertical bar chart that's unknown equity that's here. I asked if this is going to break out higher, break out lower, or trade laterally. I got some mixed results. Let's look at the price action and volume that we have and see if we can come to some conclusions and follow through the result here. So the first thing I see is that I see this huge volume here. And if I correlate the volume to price action, it looks like we have a lot of demand, a lot of participation that is driving prices above a prior level resistance. We can see that there's a lot of selling here, not a lot of supply, but a lot of selling, a lot of resistance. So we have this big climatic volume that's pushing prices through this prior level resistance with increased ease of upward movement, closing high. It's very bullish. And now we kind of encounter some supply and then we kind of consolidate. We're kind of in the process in this trading range here of confirming this prior level resistance as support. So obviously you can see that we just have some tests and retests. We're consolidating here, and then very bearishly we break down and we lose this level, but then we don't wash out any lower. Matter of fact, that you can see that the character at which that we break down here, the narrowing price spread, suggests that supply is having a difficult time overcoming demand. And although there's not a lot of volume, we can certainly see that there's no supply. Like, this is a very bearish breakdown. We're below the floor here. We're into the previous level trading range, and there's no sellers. So then prices consolidate, and now we're starting to work our way back up. And right as we break out through this level of resistance here, we can see that demand starts to expand. And then now we're just kind of back testing this near-term prior level resistance. So in the process of confirming this level of resistance as support. And you can see again, specifically on this very bearish reversal here, following this up thrust, there's no fall through. There's absolutely no supply. Starts to lead traders to think that this is in strong hands. There's no sellers. So we trade laterally here. Let's tick along and follow the following sessions here. So following session here, now we have this bullish engulfing. We're closing at highs. We can see that volume's returning. And now we trade a little bit higher. We have a higher close. The price spread's narrow. It suggests there's some difficulty. There's some supply. There's some short sellers. There's some longs taking profits. But again, volume's expanding and we have higher highs. Following session, we break down, but we still kind of close off lows, probably about the 50% for that trading range. And the relationship of that close to this trading range is above that trading range. So I think that's still constructive. And in the subsequent session here, we have very bullish upward price discovery here. We do have some supply, volumes expanding, but this is the highest close since late March to early April here. And in the subsequent session on that Friday, we can see there's a gross rally for 60% of that session on expanding volume, and it's actually a 24% move here. From the point at which that we shared this chart here. This just happens to be the recent chart of Dicerna Pharmaceuticals, DRNA. So at this point, there really was just a matter of there was not a lot of clear information, but if you just look at the market in kind of trading ranges, you can see that there's just kind of this stair-step process of confirming prior resistance as support. And although there is no obvious clues of demand, there is really no supply, which means that again that suggests that it's in strong hands. And there's some signs that we actually are seeing some expanding demand off that base of support and no supply in the breakdowns. It kind of helps you create a bias here. Obviously, if I would have shared a couple more sessions, it might have swayed traders. Hope you found that helpful. Good luck, traders.